All right. Time to get one that we can actually put some evidence up against, hopefully.
I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall. Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?" When suddenly she fled into the hallway as if she wanted me to follow her. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it. I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
Oh? We're stopping you. Why did you withhold such key testimony?
Cack! What's that supposed to mean?
Athena, you haven't even started your cross-examination. I know, but her testimony points to her as a potential suspect. Well, I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell is. No, wait. I bet he's already thought of that. The witness left the lecture hall to sneak into Miss Wood's room before the mock trial. That means she, too, could have moved the victim's body.
Cack!
The prosecution's claim no longer has any ground to stand on. Help! No need to ruffle your own feathers so. When you squeak like a little brat, it agitates Taka. Do you want him to peck your eyes out? He may think you're a little mouse for eating. No thanks! You listen here. The witness has a perfectly good alibi.
Oh yeah, I do. Around the estimated time of death. I was at undercover reporter class. It's right near my home.
Undercover reporter class? The proverbial rug has been pulled from under you. The witness could not be the killer. The defense must look before leaping, or at least make sure the rug's secured to the floor. I tried to warn you. Ooh. Well, there ends the cross-examination. Let's allow the witness to step down. Huh? No, wait a minute. The defense has no right to cross-examine the witness after that little spectacle. For whatever a man is sowing, this he will also reap. What? Why can't he say you just reap what you sow? Right? That's right? That's what he's saying? Very well. If the cross-examination is over, I suppose the witness may go home. Perhaps some time in her lovely box and recover from today's stressful events.
Don't you worry about me, Your Honor. There's no rest for the wicked, or journalists either. My third eye's always eyeing a scoop.
She's always eyeing a scoop?
Well, back to the trenches. Bye-bye.
We don't actually get to... We haven't gotten to cross-examine her at all! Not so fast, Miss Scuttlebutt. Apollo? There's just one thing I'd like to ask. Did you take a picture of the victim's body? And if not, why not?
Well, that is... No, I didn't take one.
No? You sure about that? Well, that's strange. Why wouldn't you take a picture if you're always eyeing a scoop? Your words, madam.
Did you or didn't you
Really see the victim's body?
It's not like I, actually saw it, but proverbially, I'm aware of that there was a body.
What the devil? Did you hear that, Your Honor? The witness didn't actually see the body, and thus, not a witness. That completely overturns the prosecution's claim that the witness was led to it. Justice Dono, you dare bear steel at me again.
Nice try, Boy Wonder. So what if I didn't see the body? The fact remains that Juniper led me there. Feast your eyes on this.
Peels off box. What exactly am I looking at here? It's a cape. That could be anybody.
It's a crucial moment, forever frozen in time by my third eye. A photo clearly showing Juniper Woods. Cack!
Why did you not tell me of this?
It's a shocking scoop I was saving for just the right moment. And that would be now, right here in court. Surprise! What I do. All journalists keep their scoop secret until the right moment.
She's pretty brave hiding it from Blackwell like that. Or pretty stupid. Well, this is an unexpected turn. And can I have my case back now, Apollo? Thank you. Athena, about this picture. See how it only shows the back of the subject? Ah, so then... Right. Who knows whether this photo shows Juniper in the first place? Objection! A completely irrelevant point. What is relevant here is there was someone who did try to lead the witness to the body. Take a gander at this, the route by which the accused escaped. The witness pursued the accused this way after she fled the dressing room. There's some kind of elevator or stairs there, probably. We didn't have time to draw them in. The accused descended to the first floor and exited to the quad. Then what, carton cretin?
Then I tripped and fell, caught my knee on my own box. It's hard to run in a box.
She stayed under her box even while she's running after someone? Sounds difficult. Recall that the body was already there, for Hugh O'Connor had already seen it. She was trying to show someone the body because she wanted to stop the mock trial. But if the facts have changed, that's all the more reason to cross-examine the witness. The defense has a point there. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Why would we not? Let's do it. It seems Justice Dono has saved your pretty little hide, Missy. For now, at least. Phew. Guess I pulled that off somehow. Thanks, Apollo. You're a lifesaver. Let me do some stuff now. Incidentally, my compliments to the witness for her very fine box. Wow. Wow.
It's primo cardboard, lovingly selected from among many.
I don't actually care. Tell another lie or hide another fact from me, and I shall put it to the torch. You shall find yourself in a different box. A pine box.
Cack! Please, anything but that.
I think it would be more eco-friendly to recycle it, but that's just me. All right, Miss Sykes, you may cross-examine the witness.
Cross-examination. What Scuttlebutt saw. I snuck into Juniper's dressing room while everyone was in the lecture hall.
Hold it!
Why? How? What? You said you snuck in, but why would you do something like that?
Because if I got a big scoop on Juniper, club membership would go through the roof. Right now, the newspaper club only has one member, me. The club's history once I'm gone. So, the Themis Herald's brand recognition is a matter of life and death.
Her means may be questionable, but her motive is surprisingly sound.
Extra! Students seeking the thrills and chills of expose journalism report to the court club room. This has been a paid advertisement. Anyway, where was I?
Never took Miriam for such a go-getter.
Juniper had changed into her stage costume. I asked her, "What are you doing?"
Why would she change into that costume? The mock trial was about to begin.
How should I know? But if you don't believe me, take a look at this photo. I captured this critical moment like the gonzo journalistic pro that I am.
But the thing, the ice pick, the awl, is still there. But this only shows the back of whoever was fleeing.
You expect me to shoot her face when she's running away from me?
I guess you're right, but this doesn't seem to be getting me anywhere.
At any rate, as this photo shows, Juniper was in her stage costume.
When suddenly she fled into the hallway. That doesn't mean you had to chase her.
Call it a journalist's instinct. I see something fishy, I go after it. Like a bird eating a fish.
But you never did catch up to her, did you?
A true undercover journalist gets up and dusts herself off when she stumbles.
That reminds me, didn't you fall during the chase when you tripped on your box?
A true undercover journalist is always ready to stumble over a great story.
Sure are a lot of holes in your story. Or is that just the scuttlebutt brand of journalism?
A true undercover journalist always prevails against her adversaries. I followed her all the way to Professor Court's body. She led me right to it.
But you didn't see it. What would our client have to gain from leading you there? The accused had employed her self-pinned script as a manual for murder. Ergo, she had to stop the mock trial before the script's details became public. And that accounts for her desperate attempt to lead our cotton cretin here to the body. But as we all know, Miss Scuttlebutt didn't alert the authorities. And as a result, the mock trial began as scheduled.
Objection!
The issue here is not whether it was in fact halted. The fact remains that the accused was trying to lead the witness to the body. Does that not show clear intent to halt the mock trial? Ah!
I'm positive it was Juniper because she was wearing the costume that she had made.
We're gonna need to look at the court record here in a minute because I'm not sure about that. You say it was our client because the figure you witnessed was wearing her costume. Isn't that a bit simplistic?
It's only as simple and clear-cut as a good piece of journalism should be.
Sure, it's simple, but I'd hardly call it clear-cut.
That's why I chased her.
She keeps saying that it was Junie, but she didn't even actually see the body. Yeah, but Blackwell's assertion takes that into account. So even if I press her on never seeing the body, I won't be able to overturn this testimony. Well, whoever it was that was fleeing, Miriam never did see their face. So I'm wondering why she thought it was Juniper. Try thinking along that line and see what you come up with. Alright, let's look at the evidence that we've got. We got our badge, we've got the planner, the arrow, we got the Themis Herald, stage costume, details. It doesn't have any constellations on it! Oh! Well, that's a pretty big, important detail, I would think. Yeah. Miss Scuttlebutt's sole basis for identifying our client as the figure in this photo is the fact that it shows someone in Miss Wood's stage costume.
Well, it is Juniper's costume, so that must be Juniper in it. It's clear cut.
No, that's where you're completely mistaken.
What?
This is design drawing of our client's stage costume.
Oh my, what a wonderful creation! The constellations are extraordinary!
I'm glad you noticed, because those stars are precisely what's important here. In the drawing, there are constellations all over the outside of the costume. But there's not a single star on the costume in the photo.
Oh, then that means, what exactly? I've not been paying attention in the slightest to this entire trial.
Your Honor, there were no other blue costumes at the scene, which leads me to believe that the figure in the photo was wearing our client's costume inside out.
But why would Miss Woods make a mistake like that?
Well, it's not really a matter of why, but rather who made the mistake of putting it on inside out.
Wait, you're not suggesting...
That's right. I'm glad you're catching on. The costumes designer wouldn't put her own costume on inside out.
My art supplies.
Sorry, Miss Scuttlebutt, but, doesn't believing you have a scoop when you really didn't make you a failure as a reporter?
Failure as a reporter?
Whoa! Hello! Why, hello, Miss Scuttlebutt. So nice to meet the woman beneath the box.
You didn't say nothing.
Objection!
Now, I have to stop you right there, Sykes Dono. For it is the why of the matter upon which I would have this court focus. What do you mean? Miss Juniper Woods.
Yes?
What were you doing on the morning of the mock trial?
I was in my dressing room, painting my costume in fluorescent paint.
Fluorescent paint?
My design drawing shows twinkling stars on the costume. I was gonna make the costume shimmer like that by painting the inside fluorescent.
What was that? I don't understand. Fluoride? Did your costume have cavities? I don't know what words are.
Not fluoride, fluorescent, as in glowing. The paint would make it glow in the dark.
Yes, so you applied that to the inside of the costume, and then?
I let it dry for a while because I heard it takes a long time. So I put the costume on my mannequin inside out.
Inside out? So then... This is a photograph of the inside-out costume taken in the dark. As you can see, there is a heavy layer of paint over the entire surface. If someone were to properly don this costume in this state, the wet paint would get all over their body.
Why, yes, I believe it would.
Indeed, ergo the costume was worn the way it was, not by anyone's mistake. But because this was the way it was on the mannequin, inside out. Gah! Glowing costume photo added to the court record. Figures you'd have a photo. Did we just fall into his trap? Yeah, I bet Blackwell had it all planned out. Still, I think you should give this photo a nice long look. Oh, please tell me you found something that doesn't add up. Thumbprints. There's fingerprints on it. Check out the chest area. Kind of looks like a handprint to me. Hey, you're right. But Junie would know better than to touch it while the paint was still wet.
Objection!
I believe the term to describe your thought process is wishful thinking. After all, if master painters make mistakes, why not a rank amateur such as the accused? So basically, you're saying my claim requires evidence to back it up? Evidence? That shouldn't be a problem, right? After all, you've come this far. Just because I've come this far doesn't mean I've thought everything through, though. What? You mean you've just been bluffing? What'd you expect me to do? I'm sick of losing to this guy. I'm just bluffing at him. But you're right. There's only one thing left to do at this point. And that's to present some evidence. Pronto! A showdown, is it? I gladly accept. The fluorescent paint must have stuck to the hands of whoever touched the costume. and that paint should glow in dark places. So I just need to carefully check every last piece of evidence. This piece of evidence shows who touched the costume. Does it? In the dark, the paint will shine through the holes, bringing the constellations to life. Yeah, I would think the answer would be to just turn out the lights, but I'm not sure how to prompt them to actually do that. Themis Herald Extra. Oh! He's got glowing hands in the picture. He's got glowing hands right here in this photograph. An unceremonious cancellation.
Take that!
A school newspaper?
Interesting. Take a look at the photo where the lights are dimmed and the spotlight is on Miss Woods. Observe Mr. Newman's hand in the photo as he stands at the prosecutor's bench. As you can see, it's glowing, just like Miss Woods' fluorescent paint.
It is glowing. Quite brightly, I might add. Could he be an E.T. extraterrestrial alien, sent here to heal the wounds of the world, both metaphorically and literally?
No. But why would he put fluorescent paint on his hand for the mock trial, you may ask? The answer is he wouldn't. Not on purpose. It got there when he put the costume on.
That means, what again? Where am I? What's going on?
It means the figure photographed in the costume was not our client, Juniper Woods. It was her classmate, Robin Newman.
What?
Caught yellow-handed is right. Ha! To think you were actually able to prove that with evidence. Well, you never know what's going to happen next. That's the thrill of the courtroom. Never knowing what the evidence is or what's going to come out. Just like in all courtrooms. So then... does that mean that Robin is our man? Well, that's certainly how it looks. Very well. Robin Newman it is. He is here in the gallery, I trust. Show yourself! I challenge you to a duel!
Are you asking for a challenge? Will the witness please state his name and occupation? I'm Robin Newman! I want to become a great artist! I practice day and night! Yeah! Say no to pot! No, that's not it! Art's gotta be sincere, man! So for occupation, should we put down budding artist? No! Theme is Legal Academy Senior Prosecutor Course! The brace is proof of my masculinity. I've been training to be a prosecutor for 18 years. I came out of the womb and I started prosecuting the doctor who brought me out. How dare you? I was having a nice nap in there. I assume you'll be cleaning up the pottery you smashed before you leave today. Oh man! Cleaning up the mess that I made. It seems the witness has finally settled down.
So temporary, short-lived, I'm sure. I guess nothing phases the judge after all these years.
You may proceed with your testimony, Mr. Newman. Specifically, the court wishes to hear why you had fluorescent paint on your hand. Yeah! Why I touched the costume! I went to see Juniper in her dressing room, but she wasn't there! When I walked by that frilly costume, I was like, whoa! The mannequin it was on, it was about to fall on me! I got that paint on me when I caught it! But I never put it on! That's just stupid!
Hold it!
That's a terrible testimony. Your Honor, I recommend a short therapy session for the witness. Can we, trank this guy? Jeez.
Well, Mr. Newman does seem particularly agitated, but...
No! He's gonna have his... We haven't even cross-examined him and he's gonna freak out. Not again. What's his problem? I sensed it the moment Robin took the stand. The discord in his heart. So you think he might be hiding something? Yes. Probably. He's hiding something. You ready, Miss Newman? Let's see what the mood matrix can do for you.
Looking at your mood. Mostly you're pretty mad about something.